Hello Sagittarius, this is a general collective reading. If you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy the reading, but if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Okay, please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that elevates the videos for more people to see. Okay. Alright, so as I said, here, bottom of the astrological deck is fire element desire. So there's something is coming in for you. It could very well be attached to the solar eclipse, or it's a general aspect in your life. But this is the some very quick changes coming in for you. So you may not have much time to prepare for this. It's going to come in very quickly, but it's also about clearing the decks. So if it's not a change which comes unexpectedly, this is going to be something that you are initiating, and you're going to be very quick about it. So it's like clearing the decks. Basically, it can be a scorched earth policy as well, but it's but you're basically preparing to plant new things, plant new seeds for the future, or to manifest what you're wanting at this time. So it can be a real scorched earth policy where you literally are clearing and starting again, or it can be that you're just bringing in fresh energy. All this shift is going to bring the fresh energy in for you, but you're going to be needing, you're going to be gathering your courage. This can bring in courage. It's also about desire. So this is fiery passion. This is passionate rising up of those energies within you. So that can be physically, but it can also be for a project or for a person or for anything really. But it's a rising up of those energies within you. It's very fiery energy, to get things done energy. Very fast moving forward motion coming in with this. And it's also, like a fire has been lit under you, that enthusiastic outlook, the courage, you pull everything together to move forward quickly. It's got a seek and claim energy to it, so you go after what you want to bring it home. It's got that sort of almost like a hunting energy to it as well. So it's something that you're pursuing, and you've got the wherewithal, you've got the courage, and you've got the impetus to achieve it. It can also be that you're coming up against others who are a little bit egotistical or bossy, and you may have to deal with that. So just keep your keep your cool, just stay neutral during this process, but by all means calculate your energy and your actions at this time. But it's put your cards on the table. This is communicate very clearly and honestly about what it is you want and expect, so that you can manifest a path for yourself. We've got Lakshmi, bright future here. So stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Okay, so whatever it is that you are concerned about at this time, bright future, Lakshmi is saying that you must let go of any negativity or any worry. All right, the worrying is going to actually draw towards you the very thing that you're worrying about. You become like a magnet, because those are the signals that you're sending out, whether it's unconsciously or consciously. You're sending out worry signals. It's a very negative, very low vibration, so it also drains you of energy. So Lakshmi, bright future, she's loaded with abundance. So this is saying that things are going to turn out well, and whatever situation you need to apply it to here, but it's everything is going to be fine. So however it works out, whatever goes down, it's going to be perfect for you, and it's going to be perfect for your situation. Just have a victorious mindset, a very positive mindset. So speak positively to yourself and to others. Think positive, and just imagine yourself on the other side, happy and getting what you require. So it's about achieving something for yourself. It's about abundance coming in. Whatever is going to be a bright future for you is going to come in. So just let go of the worries. It's a terrible energy drain, and it's not going to help you in the long run. Okay, so let's do fifth house, creativity. So this house covers a number of things. Yes, it is your creativity. So this is to do with your particular flair, your brand, your individuality, and so on, your originality. It's also the house of children. So this may apply to somebody around you at this time, or your own children if you have children. But it's also the house of love affairs, so that may be coming up for you. It's also the house of risks. So this can be stock market, stock exchange, or even gambling. That aspect may come up for you. It's also the house of recreation. So this is fun, happy activities. Now, whether this is a sport, like a physical activity, as in a sporting, whether it's in a club or in an individual basis, but it's also to do with any kind of recreational activity which is fun and pleasurable for you. So, this can be a number of things. It can be handcrafts, it can be artistic, it can be just having fun with others. There are lots of ways that this can manifest for you. So now with Scorpio I Transform, this is quite a deep card. This is aspects coming to the surface. Scorpio is very much like that. It deals with the hidden things. So this could be hidden emotions. It could be frustration with the lack of activity or the lack of exercise or the lack of something in your life. So it could be that you're transforming that, so that's all those things are coming up to the surface to be transformed. It can be as I said, some sort of cycle shift or some sort of shift from where you have been to where you need to be or where you want to be going forward. It's also about, as I said, emotions coming up. So this can be aspects in your fifth house which need to be aired or need to be released in order so that you can move forward. So perhaps, if you've been through a difficult period, you may just be longing for a bit of fun and a bit of release and a bit of change of scenery and a bit of happiness, or just fun, recreational activities of all sorts, whatever is right for you. It could also be that you have been in a risk-taking environment of some sort, and there's some sort of transformation required there as well. Just avoid any toxic situations, anything that is going to pull your energy down at this time, because Scorpio can release toxic things as well. It can also be that something that is hidden is being released now. This could be something that you just didn't see, or you weren't aware of, or it could be a secret. Something coming up, something rising up to be displayed and to be seen at this time. And it could also, as I said, if you have children, it could be relating to them, or any kind of activity that falls in under the fifth house. Now at the top you've got an interesting card. You've got Isolde, Undying Love. So the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. So because this is coming up in the fifth house, it can apply to a couple of things, but it's probably more than likely related to a love affair, or it is related to past experiences, or it could be to do with children, so this is saying that you're kind of coming out of something which was, it could have been a loss, or it could have been a betrayal, or it could have been some sort of past experience which has kind of shaped your life, and this is where the fun element comes in, because what this is about is that you are undergoing swift healing at this time, and that on the other side of this, you will be able to enjoy yourself more. You'll be able to open yourself up to more love, to more enjoyment, to more happiness, and the love vibration doesn't necessarily have to be attached to a specific person or a situation. It can just be opening yourself up to that vibration, and that lifts your energy. But it's got that situation where you are going from a sort of a darker period into a happier, lighter period. Any past problems that you've had, or any kinds of anything that's been holding you back or has been hard or difficult, is going to lift because of the healing that you've undergone. And you need to get out more. You need to, once you've gone through the period of healing and getting over whatever has occurred, then you will find that you will open up and you'll be able to enjoy yourself more, and you'll be able to welcome new fresh energies coming in. So whether this is a new a new love, or just a new interest of some sort, some sort of something that you are enjoying doing that's going to bring fun and happiness into your life. It's got that kind of regenerative, rejuvenative energy to it coming in. It's also about spending time in nature, enjoying yourself outdoors if you can, because you need to bring more happiness and more fun and recreational activities into your life at this time to raise your energies. So it could be, I feel that you've just been through perhaps a difficult period, or your children have, or something to do with that. Or it could be that you've just been through, just a darker period and just not having enough enjoyment. And so this is going to bring it in for you. But it's also a case of being aware that what went down happened for a reason. Everything has its place, and that you will get back to your normal self. You will have more fun, and you will find more enjoyment once you've been through that healing period. Here we've got the 6th house. So this is the house of routines of all sorts, but it's also the house of workplace. So workplace, work colleagues, work routines, work projects. It's also the mastery of your craft. So if you don't go to an actual workplace, or maybe you're self-employed, it's your mastery of your craft, whatever it is that you are, that you do. It's also the house of health and diet and routines around well-being. It's also about your lifestyle. It's also the house of pets, in case that might come up for you. So it's got the health side, and then it's got the work aspect to it as well. This is more like service to self. So it's serving your own health and your well-being and your whatever it is that you do, your craft. So it's all to do with the self. Now, with the detail aspect coming in, it could very well be applying to this. At this time, but it can also apply to this here at the top, which is to do with sort of almost like documents or some sort of decision-making situation going on. So detail needs to be applied there. So now going back to your 6th house, we've got solar eclipse revolution coming in. So this is an epiphany card. This is like a destiny card. So it's like a turning point card. Something big will shift in this house. Now this is it's about self-mastery. So it's all your emotions, your attitudes, your beliefs, and your experiences around situations in this house. So it may be an attitude towards your own health and diet and well-being, or just that of your family. It can also be to do with, as I said, your workplace or work projects that you're busy with at the moment. So some sort of shift, some sort of realization. It can be very swift coming in, where you won't really, you'll have to deal with quite a bit of an upheaval. But it really is your attitude and your approach to the change that comes in for you, how you handle it, because your attitude and your willingness to actually take the change on board will determine how this change is going to unfold for you. So it can be painful, it can be difficult, it can be very unsettling. But if you're open to it and you embrace the change, accept what it brings, then that it will make a smoother transition for you. But it literally is about gaining power as well. So gaining power over your emotions, over your life, over certain aspects that are coming up in the 6th house. But it does indicate change. So a male figure may be involved here, it will cause an upheaval of some sort, and it's really about how you're going to approach it, and how you're going to address what needs to be done. If you know there is something coming up in this house for you, if you know you need to adjust your diet, or you need to make a lifestyle change, or some other change within your work routine, or your projects that you're busy working on, if you know there's something that you need to do, but you've kind of been putting it off, or it's just something that is on the back burner, then take steps now to bring the changes about for yourself. Because when you initiate action, it's always going to be much better for you than if the universe steps in and does the action for you, because that can be much harder. So take a look around, see what needs to occur, but know you're on call, that there is going to be a rearrangement of some sort. This is going to be a rearrangement of this within this house for you. ultimately going to be more beneficial for you, but it's going to be a rearrangement. It also can be that you may need to just dive into something to create or fix or change something that's already existing. And once you've been through that process of actually changing something, that you're going to come up with something much better on the other side of that. So here we've got Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So as I said to you, your attitude and your what you're projecting, what you're visioning for yourself and in this situation is going to be important. You must let go of any negativity, any lack mentality, or any sort of poor me consciousness. Anything that is negative, let it go. You are stronger. You're going to be able to handle this. You're stronger than you think. And your attitude and your belief about the situation, how you're going to approach it, is going to be ultimately the deciding factor here. So this is about tapping into a sort of a victorious mindset, having a positive, get things done, I can handle it attitude. And this can be your own self-talk, and it can be also, your what you're saying to others, what you're thinking. So really, really do your best to stay in a positive mind frame, and that is what you will project, and that is what you will draw to you ultimately. It can also signify that you may need to do some strengthening exercises within your body. So this does have a physical aspect to it, and the first house is coming up here as well. And the first house is everything to do with the body. It's your physical body, it's your appearance, it's also what you're projecting outwardly to others, so what others are going to pick up at this time when they see you. So if you've got a positive get things done attitude and a sort of an accepting attitude of what it is that needs to be done, knowing that changes need to be made, then that is what you're going to be projecting, and that is what people are going to pick up on, and then they get inspired by that, you see. So you're kind of radiating positivity. This first house is also to do with your own personal interests and hobbies, which may be coming up in the sixth house. Perhaps you need to get back to that at this time. Perhaps they've fallen by the wayside while you've been grappling with other things, because you've got creativity here and you've got sixth house. So there's some artistic or creative endeavors which you perhaps need to get back to, or you need to push at this time, which is going to help you. It's going to raise your vibration. It's going to help you to get through any difficult periods, any feelings of sort of loss or feeling down, or any kind of betrayal, any kind of loss, really. That's kind of what it amounts to. So your first house is your body, it's your appearance, and it's what you're projecting, it's your personal hobbies and interests, and it's how you're meeting the world, how you're setting your course to move forward in the world, your independence. So what sort of course you're setting for yourself. That all comes in with the first house. So be strong, have a victorious mindset, positive mindset, and if you need to be doing exercises to improve the strength of your physical body, that will help you to take on other things that need to be done, things that need to be seen to at this time. It will build up the strength of your physical body, and you'll be able to handle things much better. Then here we've got the seventh house. So the seventh house is everything to do with relationships. This is close, personal, one-on-one relationships, and it's also partners, as in business partners. Everything to do with that. It can also be the lower courts, can come in with the seventh house as well. So you've got here Leo, I will. Leo is a very positive, sunny card. It's also got a lot of romance in it, and a very romantic energy, which is appropriate for the seventh house. So it depends on where you are in this, if it's more romantic for you or if it's more business partner oriented. But it's saying to you that this is a very charismatic time. It's bringing in more romance, more love, more enjoyment, more fun, which we already talked about here. You need to bring that into your life at some point. It's the very, very creative energies, which we've already discussed again. There it is in the fifth house, and I think it's coming in for your sixth house, which is what you do, your craft. So very creative energy. Children also do come into this as well, and that was also mentioned in the fifth house. So you may be connecting with your own children at this time, or you may be thinking about children, or you may be just in a childlike, playful frame of mind. And this is wonderful in a relationship because it brings in that beautiful, playful energy, which is which lifts a relationship up tremendously, and that will help you. So bring in your 5th house, childlike creativity, getting in touch with your own inner child as well, which is hugely important, and it will raise your energy. It will give you a brand new outlook on things, which I feel is important. That playful innocence is wonderful, because it gives you a fresh outlook on life. So you may just be feeling a little bit jaded, a little bit battled right now, and you need to bring this energy in. But it's a wonderful romantic energy. It's warm, it's sunny, lots of fun. You may be in the spotlight in some way, or this energy is coming in for you at this time. It's also about being honorable, and honest, and having lots of integrity at this time. You know, that all comes in with the Leo energy. Pride also can come in, so you may need to let go of that at some point. It's coming in the 7th house, so you may need to let go of any pride at this time. But it's got a very warm, sunny, center of attention type energy. The spotlight is on you. You may just be feeling incredibly blessed at this time with the Leo energy. It's a strong energy. At the top, you've got Mart, fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So I think detail is coming in here again. So some aspect of the 7th house, there may be either documentation involved or some kind of decision that needs to be made, and in some cases like a judgment. As I said, the lower courts can come into this, and it could be a business partnership, or it may be coming up in some way, shape or form in your actual relationship. This is kind of the energy is fairness. So what it's saying is that some sort of decision needs to be made, or some kind of legal thing or documentation needs to be attended to. Some sort of process has to be gone through here, and it's saying that whatever's going on, that the situation will be handled with fairness. So whether you are initiating that or it's coming to you from some other aspect, but it's a weighing up of the energies, but it's saying that, you know, if there is some kind of judgment or documentation or legal situation going on here, to rather focus on you know, put your case forward, or put whatever it is that you need forward, state your case, put your details forward, and then let the powers be decide. The universe has got this, and the universe can see more than you can. So detach from any specific outcome or pushing your particular agenda at this time, and allow the universe to step in and come up with the very best solution for all concerned. Okay, so you know, it's got that kind of, but it could also be to do with a decision, or perhaps there's documentation involved here. So you may just be needing to look at everything, and bring in the fairness side of it. Use your honor and integrity to handle the paperwork, or handle whatever kind of decision, or you know, whatever it is. It could even be a negotiation, something of that aspect. But it's honor, it's integrity coming in here, and you want to bring in this lovely, sunny, warm and happy energy for yourself and for all concerned, and it's part of the process required here with this card. Okay, Sagittarius, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care, and have a wonderful, wonderful month, and I will see you next time.